4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic person. 5, to consider the glories of the chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as pretty activities, karma kanda. 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be initiated in while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank you everyone for joining the Bhakti Sanga conference call today. Let us move to our next section, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined this call? Morning, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण। तो प्यारी माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। प्रीतिदास फ्रॉम शार्लोट। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। This is Arvind Dakstas from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvind Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Radha Pyari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Gauri Devdasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. This is all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Radha Pyari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Mataji, I have a question. When I was sharing Prabhuji's poster, were you able to see Mataji before the class?
Are you asking me, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
No.
I was sharing Prabhuji's poster before the, just before a minute. It was able to see by everyone or no?
Sorry, I missed it, Mataji. I don't know.
Oh, you were not there yet.
I didn't see the poster today.
Okay.
I saw that.
You saw that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I got I was confused whether I shared or not because I was sharing. Did I press the button properly? Because I got confused. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji has not joined yet.
No, Mataji. Prabhuji just came.
Oh, Prabhuji came. Yeah.
He just came. He just joined. We'll start the recording, Mataji?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are fortunate to have His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, 10th chapter, verse 15 to 17 onwards. I have a small introduction of Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji came to Krishna consciousness in 2001, got initiated in 2006 by His Holiness Radha Maharaj, completed Bhakti Vedanta Vidyapita from BVRC, service rendered, managing a preaching center in Hyderabad, training and educating corporate youth, giving daily sessions on Asta TV and other local channels, conducting online Bhagavatam sessions for many devotee groups around India. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time and association us to this morning and enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. I would like to hand over call Prabhuji. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Maybe Prabhuji need a minute.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, we can't hear Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference. I would like to hand over call to Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutirayet Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 10, Text 15 to 17. So this is Prahlad, the best among the exalted devotees. That is the title of this chapter. 17 to 15 to 17. Sri Prahlada Uvacha Varam Vare Datte Varadesha Maheshwara Yed Anindat Pitame Tvam Avidvam Steja Aishwaram Vidhamarshasya Sakshat Sarvalokagurum Prabhum Bhratraheti Mrisha Drishtis Tvat-bhakti Maicha Ghavan Tasmat Pita Me Puyeta Duratya Dushtaradaghat Putaste Pangasam Drishtas Tada Kripanavatsala. So here, what meaning? Prahlada Vacha, Prahlad Maharaj said, Varam, benediction, Varete, I pray, etat this, Te from you, Varada Ishat, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who offers benedictions even to such exalted demigods as Brahma and Shiva. Maha Ishvara, O Supreme Lord, Yatha, that Anindat, earlified Pita, Father, me, my, Tvam, you, Avidvan, without knowledge of, Tejaha, strength, Aishwaryam, supremacy, Vidha, being polluted, Amrisha, with anger, Ashrayaha, within the heart, Saksha, directly, Sarva Loka Gurum, unto the Supreme Spiritual Master of all living beings, Prabhum, unto the Supreme Master, Bhratraha, the killer of his brother, Iti thus, Mrisha Drishti, falsely envious because of false conceptions, Tat Bhakte, unto your devotees, unto me, Aghavan, who commits heavily sinful activities, Tasmad, from that Pita, Father, me, my, Puyeta, may be purified, Durantat, very great, Dushtarat, difficult to pass over, Aghat, from all sinful activities. Putaha, although he was purified, Te, of you, Apanga, by the glance over him, some Drishtaha, being overlooked at Tadat, at that time, Kripana Vatsalaha, O you who are merciful to materialistic. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Arvinda, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Here, Prahlad Maharaj said, O Supreme Lord, because you are so merciful to the fallen souls, I ask you for only one benediction. I know that my father, at the time of his death, has already been purified by your glance upon him. But because of his ignorance of your beautiful power and supremacy, he was unnecessarily angry at you, falsely thinking that you are the killer of his brother. Thus, he directly blasphemed your lordship, the spiritual master of all living beings, and committed heavy sinful activities directed against me, your devotee. I wish that he be excused from all these sinful activities. So this is what Prahlad is asking. Prabhupada writes, although Hiranyakashipu was purified as soon as he came in contact with Lord's lap, and the Lord saw him, Prahlad Maharaj still wanted to hear from the Lord's own mouth that his father was being purified by the Lord's causeless mercy. Prahlad Maharaj offered his prayers to the Lord for the sake of his father. As a Vaishnava son, despite all inconveniences imposed upon him by his father, he could not forget his father's affection. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnana-janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank all of you for giving me opportunity to speak on this very important verse, and many of the devotees they use this verse very frequently in the preaching also, that they say that many generations of the family members are purified if somebody becomes a devotee of the Lord. This is the understanding everybody has. We'll try to understand how this formula works and what exactly happens in this situation, and what we should ask from the Lord, what we should not ask from the Lord, and what Lord can exactly give, and why some form of the Lord are giving and why some are not giving. That is also a very important question for us to understand. And now here we see that first thing is we'll understand this concept, what exactly happens when somebody is killed by the Lord. Because Lord is very merciful, kind, he removes actually the sinful reactions of a person. That means when we do some activity, we get a reaction for it. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Then now Lord takes the responsibility to remove the reactions. Now in case of Hiranyakashipu and Ravana and Kumbhakarna, all these great demonic personalities, their sinful activities are quite huge, and it cannot be so much easily cleared in one lifetime. So if somebody does so many sinful activities, now we can see for ourselves only. For us only, we know that in this life I didn't do much wrong, but still I am getting so many reactions. Now then everybody has one common answer. Yeah, last life, last life I might have done something, and because of which I am undergoing all these things. We all have this understanding, right? Now. Now we are going through so much, and we give another story of Dhritarashtra when he asked Krishna, no, why I should have to see my 100 sons dying, no, not even one is alive. Then he says, 60 lifetime back you did something. You burnt a tree where there are 100 eggs of a bird and it became blind and all the children died. So he cursed you. Now, so many lifetimes back, something you do and it is coming. That means such a big task, to clear all the sinful reactions, which are all this, they remain in a very, very dormant way. You understand? It's very difficult to overcome the reactions in general. Now, how to overcome them? And here, Lord is, if somebody is killed by the Lord. Now, when Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu was, they are going to be born, that time Diti, she did mistake, and because of which the wrong time, the progeny, wrong time, Kashyap Muni and Diti meet, because of which Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So these two demons are born, and now they did so many sinful activities. Now what happens is when Lord touches them, so all the sinful reactions are burnt. But what is not happening is also very important. Now see, because he committed so many offenses, they have to go to hell only. And how long? It is question mark. Some are like the kings like Vena. What happened to them is for them it was like perpetual hell. They were suffering like anything. Knowing that Hiranyakashipu, that's why he performs great austerities. He knows that why Vena was killed. How did Vena die? Because of the curse of Brahmanas. Not even curse. They just, see, you die. And he died. And not even speaking also. Just that hunkar only he died. So that much power the Brahmanas were having. And that's the reason Hiranyakashipu, he performed so much austerities so that he can cross this level. He'll not be affected by what is happening to what happened to Vena. See, now, but after he got the power, he performed so many sinful activities, he is destined to hell. Now, for Vena, he went to hell. Why? Because he's not killed by Lord Vishnu. So when what happens is, when Diti, she repents, she says to Kashyapuni, I am sorry, I did a mistake. I know, because of which this two demons are born, are going to be born. So she repents, and Kashyapuni says, don't worry, your sons will be killed by Supreme Lord. She feels, wow, it's a good thing. So if somebody is killed by Supreme Lord, it's a privilege. See, anyway, death is going to come, right? You can't stop death. Anyway, there is death. And these are anyway born as demons. So they will be killed by somebody. So then she understands, okay, better by Vishnu. Why? So this is the first advantage. When Vishnu kills, all the sinful reactions are gone. So there is no need of help. You will be elevated to higher positions. And that is actually going to happen to Hiranya. Now, same thing happened to Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, and then they are born as Ravana Kumbhakarna. And then Shishupala, Dantavakra. But you will see one difference. Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So this they are born. Now from here to here, no need of going to hell. They are elevated, and again they are born here. Shishupala and Dantavakra are also very nice, opulently situated, and Ravana was also having nice opulence. He was having Lanka and everything. And they got in a better position. Better position in the sense, Hiranyakashipu and all these people were in the heavenly planets. They were in heaven. This is not heaven, but not exactly Earth also. It is somewhere Lanka. That is a different plane. But this is in Mathura Mandal. This Shipal somewhere, I think, is also one of the relatives somewhere near Mathura, any other place, but it is near Mathura, it is on the earth only. Bharatakanda, earth. Now, we may say, what is the elevation? Elevation is they are not, here it is a better position to practice Krishna consciousness. Now, what is not happening? Very important, please try to listen. The difference, very important difference. When they are killed by Vishnu, Vishnu kills. So what happened is, sinful reactions are burned. Sinful reactions are burned. But heart does not change. You are understanding? So there is no change in the heart. That is the reason we see Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, they are born next life, they continue to keep that demonic mentality. And when Ravana Kumbhaka, they are born as Shishupala Dantavakra, they continue to keep the sinful mentality. You are seeing the difference? So the heart did not change for them. This is the most. But when Krishna kills, what is the difference between Vishnu killing? When Lord kills, when Lord Vishnu kills, they are only free from sinful reaction. But when Krishna kills, and there is some other things happens. Here, when Krishna kills, first thing is, when sinful reactions are burned, that means Chitta is clear. And now he is a clean person in the sense impressions are not there. Of course, the tendency is demonic tendency is there. But what happens now? Krishna is so attractive. Because this Krishna is very attractive. When they see form of Krishna, they appreciate it. Then because they appreciated Krishna's form, what happens? They get liberation. Because of appreciating Krishna's form. Get liberation. Which does not happen in any other form of Lord except for Krishna. Krishna has that special, unique quality. We all get attracted to Krishna. He is Rasaraj. He is the most all attractive. That's why he's Krishna. The name itself is like that. That is the reason when Krishna kills, everybody will get liberated, no matter whatever demon. What happened here is heart changed, which is not happening in any other form. Ravana's heart didn't change. He's born again at Shishupala, Dantarukta, we don't know, and he continued to keep that envious attitude. Same happened with when Narsingadev killed, even though they are Paravastha forms. They're having maximum exhibition of all the opulences. Among all the avatars, Narsimha, Rama, and Krishna, they have maximum opulences. They exhibit maximum opulences, at least. But still, change of heart didn't happen. Right? Because the change of heart didn't happen, even though they got purified from the sinful reaction, like say, a person becomes healthy. Say, two people are there. They were chronically ill for 6 months. They were in the hospital. They got released. Both are fully, completely healthy. Doctor gave certificate. Now, one person, he understands, Arey, no, I already suffered. Now what to do? Better live a good life. He has changed your heart. One fellow, he continues, goes, eat non-veg, eat anything outside, drink cool drinks, all these chips, this, that. You get eat ice creams and burger, pizza, get all these Swiggy, Zomato orders and started. Now, what happened? Both were diseased, they got cured, but one heart is changed, one heart is demonic only. Arey, you got chronic illness because of this thing only. But again, you are doing, I cannot stop from doing. Like people who have this addictions, they get cured, and after that, again, there is a chance that he will go back. What didn't happen? The change of heart didn't happen. You are understanding the problem. But when somebody sees Krishna, when he is living his body, his heart will. That's why in Bhishma's shloka we see in the 9th chapter of Bhagavatam, first canto, Bhishma says that all the people, Patastu Puta Padam Abhyayam. This is the Arjuna's arrow, they pierce these bodies of all these people, taking the darshan of Krishna. Arjuna is so powerful because it's such a pure devotee. So Krishna arranges in such a way that sinful reactions are burnt. Once you are burnt, then there is a clean shade, and then you are seeing Krishna. Then you get attracted. Now, when we see Krishna, like it's a rusted. Now, why we are not getting attracted to Krishna is like naturally the iron will get attracted to the iron filings. So, if it is take magnet, iron. So this iron filings will get attracted to the magnet naturally. But if this iron is rusted, so then you don't get attracted. So now presently, as such, the soul should get attracted to Krishna. But this part, this is actually all the impurities. These are the impressions, because of which it is not come. Now what we are doing, when this part is removed, then naturally we get attracted. So here the desires are there so strongly. One is impressions and desires. Of course, the desires are because of impressions only. But we can say that there is a much more deeper level. Desires are much more deeper. In the impressions, you get your thoughts and emotions. These are also there, but desires are much more deeper. You're understanding? So they actually make a person perform certain. Now here, what is problem for us? As such, we should also get attracted to Krishna. But now the impurities are surrendering our consciousness, which is not allowing us to attract. So what happens is, when these are removed, that means at this level, at least the thoughts and emotional level, they are cleared. And then the person will look at the form of Krishna and get attracted to him. You're understanding? This is the formula. It's not something magic is happening. Okay, 21 generations, all are liberated. No, it is not going to happen by any magic. It's not magical thing. It's a very scientific thing. Our existence is at these levels, 3 levels. One is on a physical level, metaphysical level, and in a more subtler level, which is at the level of chitta, at the level of desires. And after that, there is 4th level, which is at the level of soul, spiritual, like that. So here, other forms cannot give what Krishna gives. That is the speciality of Krishna. Now, till now, it is clear for you. Now, the second part. Any questions, comments on this section? Because I'm going to take another part. It is clear. There is question in chat. Can we relate emotions to heart and impressions to relate with the mind? Chitta. That's why even though we clear Chitta, there is no transformation of heart. Heart is actually Chitta. And heart is Chitta. And the emotions and other things, actually all the 3 things, and they all come from Chitta only. If I will just explain to you, this Chitta, it only takes the form, it only transforms into ego, manas, and buddhi. So all 3 things come from Chitta only, like that. Yes, Shiva Kumar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Then
Then
Prabhu, the impressions when you say when they are cleared, but still the heart is not purified, I'm trying to understand, Prabhu, the desire itself is coming from our past experience, right, Prabhu? The pleasure or pain?
Yeah. Now here, Prabhu, I told there are like 3 levels: emotions, thoughts, emotions, and desires. So thoughts, emotions, and desires. So this is the very subtle part, our desires. So now all the emotion parts, thought parts, they're all because of the impressions only. So when I do an activity, 2 things happens. Say, I give always this example. Say I'm eating a mango. So I ate a mango. So what happens when I get the taste? That is called reaction part. And then I get the impression part. So impression of the taste remains. And because of which what I do, I again get a desire to eat. So now, here, this is actually this is one level of karma. This is prarabdha, all these things are the reaction part. And kutam, bijam, bijam, the seed is here, the impressions part. Now what happens is, our karma, it is we can call all the impressions are karma in one way. Like now, why I am going to act in particular way, that is also karma. What is coming to me, that is also karma. Like somebody came and did something to me, wrong to me, I got a good gift from them. I became very rich. I got all these things. So what is happening to me is karma. But what is already stored, my personality is also one level of karma only. Why you are like this? This fellow's karma is like that. He is going to behave like that. Like why my body, my way of thinking, that is also my karma. Na? Why I am thinking? Why I always think negative? His karma is like that. He always has to cry only. That means that is also karma in level of impressions. That is. So now what happens is hell is not sometimes separate also. Like I tell this story, few times. Like hell is the state of mind sometimes. If somebody is affected by lust, greed, pride, anger, envy, they are burning inside. So my neighbor is getting a good car. He got a very good business and he got a good car, and his children, both of them, they are in America and they are earning so much and they are sending something to them all the time. Here I am burning. Why it is burning? I am suffering in a already hellish condition, even though nothing is happening to me as such directly. That means what? This is not the suffering. This karma is because of the wrong impressions. Here the impressions are causing of kama, krodha, and all these things. 6. This is all because of this. They are nicely stored. Reaction part is another. So now this type of karma, this is actually what is causing us there. Now what Lord is removing is the reaction part. When a person, this reaction part I told, no? So when a person performs any activity, reaction part is taken away by Lord. Because of Lord Vishnu, reactions are gone. Reaction part and impression part. So this is cleared. But the impressions are not so easy to clear. That's why they continue to remain demons. Now, but when it comes to Krishna, even this part is also cleared. This is change of heart. So this is actually what happens. So there is even the impressions are also gone, but there is some more subtler things that desires. So this part is much more subtler. So here, even the Lord may clear the impression part also, but the desire part remains, and again we continue to do the same activities. Generally we say desires are because of impression, but there is subtler desire at the level of much more subtler level that I want to enjoy in this world. So we have 4 levels. If you say 4 levels of existence, one is at the level of Vaikarika, at the gross level. And then there is at the level of manas, at the level of manas, madhyam vak. And the level of chitta, this is pashyanti, and soul, para. So till here, there is clearance. But this part, Napru, it is very subtle. This cannot be gone so easily. So that's why they continue to remain demons. Because it's a desire level, very subtle desires. And then, but when they see Krishna, they appreciate Krishna. Because Krishna is so beautiful. Even they say, wow, good boy. Finish. Everything, all these desires, they get evaporated. So, evaporate. So, this one thing happens at this level. The evaporation happens because their desires are changed. But then that's why they get liberated. Oh, then they don't want anything. Even for yogis and jnanis, why they have to do devotional services? Because of this only. At a much subtler level, their subtle desires to lord it over material nature will not go unless they perform bhakti. Just by yoga, just by jnana, they cannot come out of it. They need to do bhakti because at this level, the subtler level, the level of chitta, only clear is because of the Lord. He removes that. Clear, Prabhu?
Yes, thank you so much. Clear.
And the propensity to enjoy at the level of soul is also there. The propensity to enjoy. I'll explain. So it starts actually from the soul. First, the soul want to enjoy. But it does not have any specific. It is not having any specific. It is in general want to enjoy. It does not say I want to enjoy mango or I want to enjoy eating burger or I want to enjoy sleeping or I want to enjoy. Soul does not tell like that. But the desire is there for the soul. And then this comes at the level of Pashyanti Bhav. So here, then we have little more specific. Say, I want to fly. Now the soul say, I want to enjoy, but this is the first level. And second level, it becomes a little say, I want to fly. That is a desire. Now the third level, it will give an idea how to fly. So here you start inventions. It is much more subtle. There is a desire. It is converting into what? Proper. And the fourth level is you start inventing, making and all these things. We actually do. So this is actually the fourth level. Now, first is I want to enjoy. Now, I want to enjoy in eating or anything. Then you have specific. Okay. I want to enjoy in eating or sleeping or some level. But here, okay, let me eat ice cream. Let me eat this. Let me eat that. It is much more tangible, gross. And then you actually take an ice cream and eat it. So these are the four levels. Now, unless this level, the soul does not agree to give up desire to enjoy, we cannot get liberation or we cannot go to. So now when we are chanting also, first we chant at this, this is at the Pashyanti Vak, it is Madhyam Vak, and this is Vaikarika. So here, now we are chanting. So we are telling, I want to serve. Now with the mind also we should tell, I want to serve. Then at this level, where you are able to see the form of Lord when you chant, this is much more subtler level. And this is the level we have to aspire for, where when we chant, we can see Krishna. Here we can little bit understand, okay, but here we can see, oh, you are able to see the form and word. At this level of talk, there is no need of language. Anyway, I don't want to take this topic. No, you go to pray any demigod temple, they also hear this level of language, and then the soul want to enjoy. Now when you say I want to serve at this level, I want to serve, and the soul will say, okay, I also want to serve. And then you are free like that. So now what happens is, so any questions, comments on this level? I want to change the topic here. I want to come to the desires part now. Okay, we'll take it. Hemangi Mataji. Hemangi, you have to unmute yours.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I just wanted
Yeah.
to understand, when you say the soul wants to enjoy, is it going to enjoy through the current body he has?
Yeah, soul is enjoying with the help of body. Now soul needs a body to enjoy. Otherwise it cannot enjoy. It identifies with the body and enjoy.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Like, our enjoyment is wrong. Like, say, we give this very famous example, sitting in front of a TV. Now, what is happening at the TV is nothing happening to us, but we identify with the characters of the movie and person, then we start affecting by it, right? Now, most important here is about the desire. What we should ask the Lord. Now, Prahlad is asking Varam. He's going to give a benediction. One time, like how people relate to Lord. We have to pray and ask the Lord. But how they are doing it, that is actually very important. Like there was one old woman. She took her grandson on the bank of, on the seashore, and the child was playing. And suddenly, huge wave came and took the child into the water. And this poor lady, she started praying to the Lord, "Dear Lord, please protect my grandson. Please protect my grandson." And she started praying very sincerely. And huge wave came and brought the child back. And then she immediately went and grabbed the child, and she started embarrassing and everything. She checked, okay, it's all right. And then she looked at him and she looked into the sky and said, "My dear Lord, what happened to the locket? Where is the locket of the child? Why you did not protect?" So now she was upset with the Lord. Now this is actually how people relate to the Lord in this world. They are asking for what they think is, what kind of Lord he is if he is not able to fulfill our desires. This is what is their understanding of Lord. They pray. Here Prahlada is offering. Prayer means living relationship that we are trying to establish with the Lord. Like we face many obstacles, but and these obstacles, they appear on our path. They are actually a state of mind. All the obstacles, they are state which does not contribute to the strength of these relationships. That means we are not able to relate to the Lord. We are utilizing the Lord. Lord should, what type of Lord is if he's not able to fulfill my things, right? And we should be very sensitive in our relationships with the Lord, like how Prahlad is, and constantly faced with the problems. And because generally people are focused on themselves, and that is the main thing. The main thing is the focus of people are self-centered. They said, it's all for me. Lord means he should do something for me. I will. Now, what prevents we need to, what Lord is expecting is relationships. What prevents our relationships is the state of our mind is the first reason what is preventing relationships. So prayer means it is not just some sort of we are trying to take advantage of Lord. No, it is trying to develop some sort of relationship with the Lord. That is very important to understand. You want to develop relation with the Lord. It's not a ritual. It's an energy of relationships. It's a energy of relations with Lord. And the obstacle is what? Mind. Mind is the obstacle. You're understanding? So our mind, it is obstructing us from the Lord. Yeah, there is another story of an old lady asking the Lord to keep the bundle of sticks. Lord comes. Lord asks, okay, what do you? She is carrying a big bundle of sticks and she could not carry. And now she started praying to Lord comes. What do you want? He says, put the bundle on my head. Lord says, I can give you so many things, but you are asking for this. Because people don't know what Lord can give us. They think he should help me to come out of the situations in this world. So when we are asking the Lord to help us get out of the situations of this world, basically we are asking, my dear Lord, this small child, like the child in the dream, he is seeing a demon or some cat or a dog chasing the small child, is crying, "Mama, protect child, cat, 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 dog, 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 mama, protect, mama, protect." Then the child is expecting that my mother should come in the dream and protect me from that. Similarly, our asking from the Lord in this world also, Lord feels like that. Array, Lord want us to help by waking us up, by giving the knowledge. So when Arjuna was crying, Lord gave him knowledge to help him to come out of the situations. So it's a relationships, how we are relating to the Lord. Like we all strive for relationships. Love is the most valuable thing that we have. We want to enter into some close relationships. We try to become as close to another person as possible. But what happens is some forces destroy these relationships. And like boy and girl meet. Initially they say, I cannot live without you. And after maybe 3 months to 3 years, they say, I cannot live with you. Why this is happening? Because there are certain forces, certain laws, certain which are destroying this. We'll try to understand, but especially we'll try and understand our relation with the Lord. That we normally, I tell that 3 things are counted in relationships. If you remember this, we have discussed many times. One is selflessness, no expectations, and the third thing is exclusive time. So these are the 3 things that are very important for relationship, but there are many other things also. Today I'll just try to highlight some things. Now we saw that how we are expecting from the Lord. Why did you not protect my grandson's necklace? That's what the old woman is complaining. And everybody has complained on the Lord. This is how people are relating to the Lord. Lord should always give me some things. Now, this is the problem. I will this is what destroys the relationship because of expectations. The young boy and young girl meet, some power is there that pull them each separately, very powerful. Why? Initially they are very much attracted because there is selflessness in that. As soon as after staying, because there is selfishness enters, then immediately the so-called love, it starts gradually fading. And this is selfishness enters. Now I want to now very important thing, because selfishness is manifested precisely in the form of expectations. So this is selfishness. It is manifested as expectations. So first, these 2 are almost same only. Now, there is expectations with the Lord also. That's why our relationships are not good with the Lord. Because what we are doing, like initially when people enter into relation with each other, they hide the expectations. But slowly, they'll manifest. They are actually in the seed form, waiting in a seed form, but slowly the expectations comes. And of course, I don't want to give the in the material world. I am directly dealing with the Supreme Lord, but here I am just telling some side points. They start germinating. And like what happens, say now you are going on a street and suddenly a person in front of you, he tried to take some handkerchief from his pocket and some money or some purse fell from his pocket. And we, being very nice person, we immediately took the money. Instead of putting our pocket, we called him and said, okay, this is your money, you lost it. It fell down. Now that person takes that money without any difference in his face, he just walks away. He did not even say thank you. He did not acknowledge. He did not even give a smile. He just took the money as if nothing happened, took input and went. Now what happens to us? he gave very, very cold look at us. Now what happens is when whomever we for the first time, means go home or meet, immediately we will tell this only. Are you know what happened? Today I gave money. This person lost. I went and gave money. He even didn't even thank. He is so ungrateful person. Now, why we felt bad? Because we expected that at least he should say thank you. Oh, such a nice person. The expectations are already there in us. We must correspond to the expectations are default in our system. That is a problem. We begin to blame because of our expectations only. And this is the first quality that destroys relationship. Now the problem is it does not correspond to my expectations. I am trying to impose my expectations on the other person. That is a problem. That is where the problem. I have expectations. That is not a problem. We impose our expectations on the people who are there, and same thing we do with the Lord. We have some expectations. Lord means he should give me he should give me good health, good healthy this, and why is not doing? Like there is no. I want so many things to happen, but nothing is happening. Instead of understanding the fact that a correct relation happens, no expectations. That's why people don't have good relation with Lord. They don't have love. They're like, sukha sampati jar ave kashta mite tanaka om jai jagadish hare hare. Now the second thing is the deep relationship happens only between free people. This is the second point. Deep relationships only with free people. So this is a very important point to understand. More we control our mind and senses, more we can have good relation with others. That we can build a good relationship. The really joy in relationship begins when two free people meet each other. Because we are always afraid that this person may leave, this person, we are having something, no expect, I'm free is free, no close relationship. Other what happens, we start, one of the common thing is we want to blame the other person, we want to make him feel guilty. Like the girl says or a boy says, see, I did so much for you. What are you doing in return for me? I did so much for you. I gave my life for you. I gave this to you. I gave that to you. I did so much for you. Then what happens now? What they want to do, they want to make other person feel guilty. So much. No, I am responsible. No, I should do no. I should do no. They want to hold the relationship by making other person guilty. But both are free. That is not, that is very close relationships. We don't blame each other. We don't want other person to be guilty. Because he thinks that he loves me, but he wants that he should not leave me because I am loving. Anyway, this is some we want to hold Krishna also, like like there is one person, he turned into 70, but he saw, my God, I am 70. His face was different and hair, everything. His body was strong, so he started doing proper gym and he made his physically little better, and his face was not very right. And then he went for some facelift, and then his hair also he went and he properly made his hair facelifting and other things, and after that his hair, everything was properly done. He came out of that the saloon or whatever shop. Once he came, immediately one bus came and hit him. He died. Then he started asking Lord, my dear Lord, no, for what did you do? I worked so hard to make my body, my face and my hair, everything. Lord said, oh, I'm sorry, I did not recognize you. You look differently. So now it's a, this is some feeling in God we want to call Lord. Why for me? How can you do this for me, my Lord? I am your devotee. How can something happen to me? Like previous Hindi movies. In India, Hindi movies, if somebody remembers, at the end of the movie, somebody will be stuck with an accident, or some villain has killed or kidnapped, or some very tragedy is about to happen. Then all the other people, they end up in temple. They ring the bell and then they start praying, my dear Lord, how can you do this to me? And suddenly that person, he's getting operated and he becomes alive. Or he's fighting with somebody and is trapped somewhere, he becomes alive, or is falling from a cliff or somewhere. Now, this is how they want Lord. They want to utilize him for his own things. They treat the Lord. The dumb question is, Lord, for what? What is for me? You know, I desire the best. And the question is that actually this is what destroys the relationships. When we are in climbing something like that. And when we are expecting something, they become very strong and we start presenting to other person. It turns out that it has our ego. Another person reacts it with his own ego. And there will be clash between the ego. This begins to make claims to one another. And the question will be, who do you think you are? So, now, the same thing, relationship. The dynamic of relation is now to understand that it is very good to, like God, this is a very important thing. God wants relationship, but God does not have ego. And if we are having ego, we cannot relate with him. God does, he does not react any painful to our expectations or our claims. And he does not feel any expectations from us. We are expecting from him. God does not have any expectations. Like there is one famous Sufi saint. He writes about Moses. My dear Lord comes and tells Moses, "Oh, I, you are chosen one. I want to give you something very special." Now he asks, my dear Lord, what is the quality in me? Very important, please listen. He asks, what is the quality in me which is making you show so much mercy upon me? And then Lord says that, see, this is very important. This is what we should. If you want to remember something from the class, this is very important. Remember this point. So, what is the quality? So he says that, my dear son, like a small child, 2 years child, if mother beats the child, the child comes to the mother and sits on the lap and folds the leg and cries. That means he is getting pain from the mother, but he also gets the solace and relief from holding the mother only and crying. You're understanding? Mother is giving the pain, she beat him. But the child is getting solace where? From the mother. Similarly, Lord is arranging some pain for me, but I know the pains that are coming in this world are arranged by Lord only. But for me, the solace also comes from the Lord. So better go and surrender to him and chant his names. In that is the quality we need to develop. My dear Lord, no matter whatever situation you keep for me, I am not going to leave you. I am just holding your feet and whatever. Maro bhi rako bhi jo ichha tumhara. So this is actually what we all need to. This is the, like a child. Another thing is Lord don't have any expectations. Like small children are there. Naturally, they're very selfish. Children, they don't think of anybody. They think of their own things. Now the child is expectations from the parents. Why my father is not giving me chocolate? Why my mother is not allowing me to play? Why my parents? So they have so much expectations from parents, and they are very selfish also. But what parents do? They don't bother. They just continue giving love. So Lord is also like that. We have so much expectations from Lord. We are doing so much. But Lord continues giving love, and that is actually what is the important thing. Everything, like people complain to Lord, everything in my life is wrong. My life is wrong. I deserve best. No, but Lord is not giving me. And many people lose faith in God because of these problems, because of all these things that are happening. And people complain also, how can I believe there is God? There is so much evil, so many injustices are happening, so many things are happening. We see every day, we hear so many things. This is a very important thing that but there is always like no, very interesting. Like Krishna tells, no, I come to protect sadhus. I destroy the demons, protect the sadhus. Now, for understanding Lord is not so easy. Bhish and Krishna in the Kurukshetra battle, he is sitting with Pandavas and plotting how to kill Bhishma. Bhishma is one of the great sadhus. He is one of the 12 Mahajans. And as such, according to rule, Krishna is supposed to protect Mahajans, right? And Krishna is scheming how to kill, how to understand. And then Pandavas' children are there. They are very innocent. War almost ended. Duryodhana was killed. Almost he is dead. War ended. And after that, their children were killed very brutally. And Krishna knows everything. Why he did not stop? Why he is not protecting sadhus? Why he is... Kunti Maharani says, very difficult to understand you. And that's what I am telling you. So even the problems come, we get solace in the Lord only. We need not go to any other. Oh, I think I completed the time. I'm sorry. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
You mentioned about the quality. I still didn't understand. What was the quality?
The quality is the child, when she gets beating from mother, she again goes to mother and cries with the mother only. She is getting the solace from the mother. The pain is given by mother, but the child cries. She holds the mother's legs and starts crying. That means the solace also comes. For us also, that is the quality. What Moses he was telling, the quality is, even though the pain comes, I go back to the Lord only. That's why Lord is very pleased. Oh, even though he gets pain, he's coming back to me and he's finding solace in me only. That's why that is the quality we all develop. That I cannot go to anybody. Maro bhi, rakho bhi, jo ichha tumhara. You beat or you embrace, but I am going to be with you only because I will find my solace at you only. That is the point.
So taking exclusive shelter of Krishna.
Yeah, any situation we are only, even if he gives greatest troubles, greatest anything, we don't leave Krishna. We want to be with Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for such a nice class. Thank you, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances.
Humble.
Prabhuji, my question is, Prabhu, when there is a situation, say it is, so we always try to control the situation, and I want, as per my thinking, Lord should help me, or the solution should be in that way. So the mind always thinks of the comfortable solution, but and we think that this is how we can serve the God. But means Krishna has his own plans, isn't it? And Krishna will not give the solution as per my understanding of my way. So in this situation, what we should do, we should try our best to solve that particular situation, or we should completely depend on Lord's, plans and his way of solving the solution. What
We should
is
accept that
exactly?
Lord is more intelligent than us.
Then we
We
should
should
not
know that Lord
do
is more,
anything.
because if we are giving plan to Lord, we are thinking, I know better plans than Lord, but Lord knows better than us, right?
But we should do some efforts, isn't it?
We do effort, but ultimately we accept in what Lord wants. We do our efforts, we wait for Lord's mercy, but Lord mercy comes in different form, we should be ready to accept.
So in a given situation, I should do whatever I could understand about that particular situation, and then
Yeah,
rest is his call, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Right. I will summarize what we have discussed till now because I've told many things. I'll just take 2 minutes and summarize everything, then we will just. So, here, what I wanted to tell is about the liberation. When the sinful activities people perform sin, they are destined to hell. But when they are killed by the Lord, they don't go to hell because their sin is cleared. But like Vena and all, they also did the same sinful, but they went into hell because they were not killed by Lord. So that's why Aditi becomes very pleased that my sons are killed by Vishnu. So what happens when Vishnu kills, their sinful reactions are burned, they'll not go to hell. They'll get a different destination. But the mentality to continue the sin will remain with them. That's why they like Hiranyakshan, they become Ravana, Kumbhakarna, then Shishpal, Dantavakra. So the tendency to commit sin is continuing. But when they are killed by Krishna, what happens is there is a change in heart because they see Krishna, they get attracted to him. So we have discussed how we are also not getting attracted because of these impressions, impurities. And they are the deeper ones is desire. So this desire should change. That is a change of heart. And that happens when we are coming in touch with Krishna. For us, it is holiness. So that is the first part. Then we said, then I discussed all this, how soul want to enjoy, and that is much more subtler than this Pashyanti, Para, Madhyama, and Vaikarika. Then we discussed that prayer is an energy of relationship with the Lord, and the main obstacle is our mind, and selfishness is the manifestation. It manifests as our expectation. So relationship is three things we discuss: selflessness, no expectations, and exclusive time. And deep relations only with free people. So then we saw the stories also and the qualities. Yeah. Yes, we'll take the questions.
Prabhuji, what is that exclusive time?
Exclusive time. Yeah, very important. Sorry, I forgot. Exclusive time, no? Like if you ask some people, why don't you chant? They say, Prabhuji, whole day I remember Krishna. We don't chant. Whole day we remember only Lord. But if a mother is working and no child is coming home, she is staying alone. Mother says, my dear son, I cannot give you time, but whole day think of you. Child says, Arey, don't think of me, give some time to me. Similarly, people say whole day I think of you, but Lord says, don't think of whole day. Sit 2 hours, chant, and no, let us have personal time with each other. So personal time is you are sitting and chanting 2 hours. All your time is for Krishna. You don't think of anything other than him. So that is how you develop relationship. Chanting, personal time with Krishna. That's all. No other things. That's how we develop relation.
Okay, Prabhu. Eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Surak Reddy, Prabhuji, please go ahead with your question, Prabhuji.
Makan Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu, the question is again we'll go a bit deeper here. Okay, so let us try to understand the situation when we are all placed in a material world, which is like a jail. Okay, let us assume a situation. Jail will have its own terms and conditions, and there are the jail wardens also. There are once we go inside the jail, there are jail wardens. Okay, jail wardens will ensure that this guy, Mr. Umakant, is following the rules of the jail or not. Okay, so he's been conditioned properly to stay inside the jail properly or not. So he'll see that I'm taking bath regularly. He'll see that I'm following the rules and regulations of the jail properly. And after that, he'll ensure that I'll not run off from the jail. Okay, that is his duty. So that is the that is the work of a warden, jail warden. So he'll ensure all his duty. And I'm also like a person who's a prisoner. I'll try to cheat him. I'll try to see that how to make him fool and I'll to run away from the jail. Okay. So here thing is that by the continuous monitoring of this jail warden, I'm being institutionalized. Institutionalized means, jail is an institution and institution wants to institutionalize me into certain terms and conditions which are favorable to meet the requirement of a jail. You're getting my point? Institutionalized means they want to see that I'm behaving in such a way that would be favorable for the other Qaidis also, because other Qaidis should not get inspiration from Umakant that he want to run away one point of time. So they want to ensure that this guy is a notorious guy, let me control them. So he'll again go and inspire some other jail prisoners, and that will be a problem to all of us. So similarly, whatever the conditions Maya is giving, for example, whatever the impressions are there, we are forming impressions, thoughts, desires, and vasanas, we are saying, no, this vasanas, impressions, thoughts, and desires are again made more and more powerful by the force of Maya. Okay. So, and this Maya wants to see that this guy has to stay here only. And now we have to fight against Maya and also against the impressions, against the impressions, desires, subtle desires, vasanas, and so many things which we discussed today, and thoughts also. So all which are at a very subtle level. But at Maya is a very powerful thing, which is because it has done 100% surrender to Lord. So it is working very fine as per the rules of the Lord. But we being fallen souls, we are not able to catch the rules of the Maya, and we are actually getting institutionalized as per the rules of Maya, because he is the jailer over there. Now, how to run away from such a prison, Prabhuji?
Yeah. I will tell Prabhu. I will just again share the screen I wanted.
Okay.
Right, for you.
Okay.
So here, Prabhu, this material world.
Yeah.
So it is the jailer is Maya Devi.
Yeah, jailer.
So here, Prabhu, what happens now? This prison don't have walls. Have walls.
Okay.
So now what are the walls? Who is holding us? Prison without walls only. And these walls, bro, these are actually all the anarthas we have. So which are making us continue to remain. So these anarthas are found because of impressions.
Okay.
So Maya, she need not separately work to do. Her arrangements, the arrangements of these impressions. Like now, if Maya has to hold somebody, what she has to give? She has to give a mobile. This mobile, these are all manifestation of Durga Devi only, Maya Devi.
Yeah, Durga only. Yes.
So mobile, all these things. So what they are creating these impressions. And these impressions create our anarthas. And these anarthas are actually the prison walls which are holding the living entity in this material world. Now, what is the rules Maya gives so that we are nicely cooperating with each other and do is Varnashrama. If I want to be happy in this material world, to be happy, I just have to follow Varnashrama, then I can be peacefully and happy in this material world. No need of thinking spiritual. Just I want to be happy also. Sufficient arrangements are there, but you have to follow the rules. That's all. You follow this Varnashrama, you can go to heaven, come back, again go to heaven. No, you can happily go around and come back and stay here in this material properly. Now, what is Maya's duty? Another duty. What is the main duty of Maya with all this setup is to see that only very sincere souls who are sincere, so they can go to Krishna. That means after going all this Varnashrama, all these many times, some living entities gets association of devotees. So in the association of devotees, he will get a desire to get out of this material world. And slowly that desire he will increase because of the association, sadhana and all. So by that, what is happening? The anarthas are destroyed. Once the anarthas are destroyed, means the walls of this material world are destroyed for us. And we can come out of this prison. So the anarthas are actually the walls. And then who is blocking us? All the impressions. So now what we are doing? We are giving up our impressions. So we are trying to develop spiritual impressions. So anarthas are destroyed. So now Maya's effect, Maya gives us mobile. So instead of using the mobile for watching something, we are trying to use mobile for hearing Krishna Katha. Now laptop can be used some other things. We are hearing Bhagavatam here. So we are, instead of affected by it, we are using it in a proper way and getting out of it. So Maya's job is to see that we don't go out to Krishna world and disturb him. He says, okay, you are pure, I will leave you. But until you get purified, now I am not going to release you from the prison. And what is the purification? Freeing from anarthas and desire to serve. So as long as we don't get a desire to serve, we will not be allowed. We should every day okay, today what did I do service to Vaishnavas and Guru and Krishna? Every day we should have some service to Vaishnavas, Guru, Krishna. Every day we should have service. That is going to remove our anarthas and we will be eligible. And a more and more deeper level, strong desire to serve will come. And we can come out of it. So this is the system I arranged. So all the sanskaras, vasanas and all, they are creating our anarthas. Again, the same impressions we should give properly to get out of these anarthas. Then there are no walls. Then the soul is free. It can fly to spiritual world like that. Clear too?
Yeah, but still it is complicated only. Why I'm saying is that, so if you look at the life of Vishwamitra, no? So Vishwamitra was doing a deep penance. So if you read the history of Vishwamitra.
Oh, bro, there is another thing. These people who are performing penance and yoga, they don't have desire to serve or they don't want to desire to go to spiritual world. They want to enjoy this material world in a better way. You want to become Brahma.
He wanted to become a Brahma Rishi. Brahma Rishi is
so Brahma Rishi is not a spiritual desire.
It's not a spiritual desire, huh?
No, it is a material desire. You want to, there are 14 planetary systems. So the highest is Brahma Loka. So if you are Brahma Rishi, then you stay in Brahma Loka.
Okay, so that
you
is
enjoy.
also...
The pleasure is millions and millions of times more than we can even imagine also.
Okay.
But that is still material world because that is also an anartha only. That is also an anartha only.
But why instead of the Brahma, he knows everything. Why didn't he know that he is doing a path where he's getting it to anartha? He was able to recognize that he was affected by Kama, Krodha, Moha and Lobha in all his tapas when he was breaking it. Then why didn't he realize, being a Brahma Rishi, that I'm again seeking for a material benefit, I should seek for Lord? Why that Vishwamitra didn't get this opportunity, Prabhu?
Because this association of a pure devotee should need to get that type of desire. We cannot get the desire to get out of this material world unless we can get the mercy of a devotee.
Okay.
We are all speaking because of Prabhupada. Otherwise, there is no chance that we can speak about it. We will never know about it. That means even at the level of Brahma Loka people also, what happens, the pleasure they experience is so high, they don't even think of going above that.
Okay. But we are not getting tinge of it also, no, Prabhu?
But theoretically, we are knowing by mercy of Prabhupada. That is the main difference.
Okay. Okay. But why he has been, if you look at the life of Brahmarshi, no, Prabhu? Brahmarshi, he is taking care of the education of Rama also in the childhood. He is giving the Shastra Gyan to Rama. He is taking Rama to Sita and getting married. All those privileges have been given to him, no? Because he is of the highest order. So then why did Rama did not initiate Bhakti for his own Guru?
Because he is such an elevated person, Lord Ram gave that mercy, he made him teacher. Now, because of which he will definitely go in the spiritual world, he will go to Rama's planet and he will stand there. He will continue to serve him there.
Acha. Okay, he'll go. Okay. Okay. The thing is that here I'm getting difficulty in fighting the anarthas only. Anartha is that though we are getting, we are trying to get rid of, though bhakti is very simple way of, in the Kali Yuga, chanting the holy name. Anartha is also similarly more powerful in this Yuga, no, Prabhu? 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Both are happening simultaneously for a devotee. I'm telling you the practical problem. 2 steps we are going further in devotion. At the same step again, something or other happens, we take 2 steps back. Automatically, the 2 step back is happening. So progress is also happening. That the rice is not getting cooked. We are getting hot, and sometimes somebody is getting pouring the cold water.
No, bro, it is happening. You are making advancement. Otherwise, you will not ask question. You will not attend every day. But we don't feel immediate result. Inside, Krishna is removing layer after layer after layer. He don't remove everything at a time, because if person is very sick and suddenly you make him all right, he will die only. So slowly the sickness goes. Like that, layer after layer Krishna removes. So don't worry, your Lord Balaji is taking care of you.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Sure.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Beautiful answer. And Vilashni Gopi Mataji, do you have question, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji,
Yeah.
Dandot Pranam, Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam for you have given a very enlightening session in answering all the deep questions. Somehow I am at the lowest of all the entities, and I'm still having this doubt, Prabhuji. That because you said that Krishna in his avatar, when he comes, he removes everything, so the soul can go back to Krishna for Shishupala and Dantavakra. But I also heard that they also take birth again as in the Mahaprabhu's Leela, and they come as Jagai and Madhai, and so why do they have to take a birth, Prabhuji? Can you enlighten us?
That is not it is not there in Chaitanya Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Jagai Madhai. It is not sure that they only came. That is not from any scripture. That is devotees' stories.
Okay.
That is not there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavatam, that they are Ravana and Kumbhakarna. That is not there.
Okay. Just to make the Vaishnavas, understand,
they give the story.
The effect of bhakti, the effect of... Okay. Understood, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for this call.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, do you have time, Prabhuji? Radha Jyoti Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much, and accept my obeisances, Mataji. Prabhuji, the example that you were explaining how the process is about that Maya and the jail, the concept that you were explaining in that, Prabhuji, you mentioned that as the impressions are there, when we come in an association, the impressions will go down. So, Prabhuji, is my understanding correct that when we come in an association, then there are instructions, isn't it? When we meet a sadhu, means he is going to give us instructions. That's how sadhus are. And when we take that instructions to our heart, and when we follow, then that impressions that we have, which are not according with the bhakti, or they are called anarthas, will go down if we follow those instructions. Is my understanding correct, Prabhuji? Is this a process, or is there any another way also that is happening in that particular process?
Only that is the only process. It's all based on impressions. What impressions we are giving to our mind. If you are giving these impressions, then we are saved. Now we are hearing the classes from Bhagavatam. So we are giving spiritual impressions. Our mind works based on impressions only. What impressions you give, mind is going to act like that. Whole day we sit and chant, whole day we hear Bhagavatam, whole day. And then the way we talk in the evening and next day, we talk spiritual things only, because that is what we give impressions. Like whole day somebody is watching cricket, whole day somebody is watching news. Next day he told, okay, give Bhagavatam class. He will speak news only in that. Because that is the impressions he is creating. So he'll start talking related to that line.
So it is all about the instructions that we take to our heart and then we follow.
Yes. How much you would have developed deep relation with the person, then only you will be able to take the instructions so deeply.
So it is the blessing that sadhu gives along with that instructions.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
okay, Prabhuji. So clear, Prabhuji. Every time you give a scope to understand the deeper side of the situation that I asked. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Clear.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Nice answer. And Shyamamukta Prabhuji, do you have question, Prabhuji? Prabhuji sent message. One should hold our plants lightly, but hold the lotus feet of Lord tightly.
Tightly, yeah. Yes.
Does anybody have any other further questions?
Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a beautiful class. Very grateful to you. I like the point that you are giving the example of a child going back to the mom for help. Even the mom hurt the child, but there is no other hope for them. They have to run back to mom only. So that should be our mood while we are serving the Lord. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. That you give such a nice examples that where we can easily relate to it and we can apply also. And that you are giving, like, you have to give completely time and no expectations. This expectation, Prabhuji, it's very hard to remove out of us. Always we have it. How many ever like classes we hear? Expectation. Sometimes expectation means not that some other person to do something. At least, should have said me thank you, right? At least something pops up in our mind. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for giving so many examples and making us realize that we should not have any expectations from the Lord. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. I think one more raised hand is there. You have time, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Today is Sunday for us.
Okay. Yeah. Please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Yes, Sindhu Prabhuji. Please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Prabhu, such a wonderful class. Every time you come,
Mataji, we are not able to hear you.
Low.
Yeah.
Low, Mataji, your voice.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can you hear me, Prabhu, now?
A little better. You can be a little loud.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for a wonderful class. Every time you come, you give us a very deep understanding. I have a major issue with chanting. Does these impressions and vasanas impact our chanting also?
Yes, Mataji, they affect. That is what is affecting us. What affects our chanting is why we are not able to focus. If just chanting one time Krishna, tear should come in our eyes. Krishna's name is so special. To know that God has name is such a big thing. Many people are atheist. Very few people know that there are some people who know that God exists. But very few people know that God has a name. Because the name means limiting the Lord. Form, name, time, place is limiting Lord. So they don't understand that name of Lord is such a special thing. And that name of Lord is Krishna. So to know that name of Lord is Krishna is not such a very small thing. We are very, very fortunate to know that Lord has name and that name is Krishna. What happens is when Krishna, the name Krishna is called, Krishna becomes very attentive and immediately comes, like when Yashodamai calls Kana Krishna, Krishna immediately runs and comes. And Mother Yashoda pays full attention to Krishna. Once she did not do, then Damodar Lila happened. He said, how can you not pay attention? He broke the pot and did all mischief. Krishna comes running. But what happens is when we say Krishna also, Krishna comes running, we don't pay attention. That's why it becomes an offense. We don't experience. Whenever we say Krishna, Krishna is very innocent. He comes. But he sees that we are some other place. What happens is all the impressions and all, this contaminated our mind and all these things. We are not able to experience the taste. We are not able to pay that attention. We have problem with our attention. We have problem with our consciousness. We are not grateful. We are not mindful. We are not respectful. All these things are because of this. The humility and gratitude and all these things tolerance are needed for us to experience that holy name. And these impressions are holding us.
Prabhu. Whenever we hear Krishna Katha, whenever we hear Prabhuji's like you talk about it, we know he's so merciful and everything. But after the first round of chanting, it's gone, right? It's we are so ungrateful that that
We have to hear more and more.
Okay. Okay.
More we hear, more we will be able to hear the holy name also.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for a wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one more message from Shama Mukta Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the desire of attaining Sambandha will come only by worshipping Krishna and not by worshipping any other demigod. Correct, Prabhuji?
Yeah, only Krishna. Sambandha means we'll don't do worship of anybody only. We'll only worship Krishna, and with other demigods we'll not get. By association of devotees, we give up the service of demigods and we get Sambandha with devotees. That's all.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Is there anybody else have questions? Or else we can end the call here.
Can I ask one more question, Prabhuji, please?
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Prabhuji, you said that more we hear, the more holy name we can hear. So, Prabhuji, how we will understand how much the hearing is enough? Because if I hear, and then there is a thirst to hear more and more and more. So I don't know how much quantity is required. Because in the background also I'm hearing, I'm trying to understand. And I from what I have did is I was hearing, then I was taking running notes, because at the start I was not understanding anything. Now I'm trying to understand, but it's all theoretical, I know, because there is huge gap between what we understand theory and even to apply in practical, even to just pause our responses at particular situation. It's not easy for me. So Prabhuji, I just wanted to know the quantity of, say tomorrow I want to do japa. How much is the quantity that I required at least to do 2-3 rounds attentively? The quality of hearing is this is my question, Prabhu.
What is important? What happens, Mataji, when we hear, our mood changes. Main thing, chanting is not just the mood is very important. When we start hearing, like say now I told Krishna. Now I told that when you chant Krishna, Krishna comes running, but we don't pay attention. That's why it becomes offense. Because when anybody says Krishna, Krishna takes it very seriously and it comes. Now, when you are tomorrow chanting, you remember this point. Okay, I know I'm chanting. When I say Krishna, Krishna comes. I need to pay attention. I need to hear what I'm speaking because Krishna comes. Now, this point, it should help you to chant your own. So, whenever we are hearing, we have to hear in such a way that how to apply what I am hearing. That is a good quality of hearing. And making notes is important. At least every class we should make few points notes, and we have to have focused hearing, and we should have a relationship with at least some of the speakers. Relation in the sense we should able to connect to him very strongly, and we regularly try to follow them and try to hear their instructions, which will help you to become, the quality of hearing will be very, very effective. And then because we hear so many things, but some people should be very important for us, whom we are hearing and trying to follow. That will help our quality of chanting, because chanting is relationships. We need to have strong relation with devotees and with whomever we are hearing, and then it will help your chanting also. It is not 1 day, 2 day job. It takes time, but you are doing it in a right way, so you will get results. Don't worry. You have to be patient.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I am grateful to you.
Right.
I can't express this. I don't know when I'll be able to serve all the devotees in Bhakti Sanga, all the speakers that I
You
always
regularly
ask the
come and
questions.
ask questions. Everybody will be happy with you.
They think that I ask question, but they don't know how the fallen condition of intelligence is, because when we understand a theory, application, it proves that we can't apply more easily. Intelligence also has its constraints, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very, very beautiful class.
Next.
If nobody have question, we can end the call here with the Prabhuji permission. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for enlightening class today. We are very grateful to you and we look forward to your association again and again in the future. Let's pay our obeisance to Prabhuji.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
Bhakti-sindubhyeva cha,
Vidanam
Patitanam Pavanebhyo namo namah.
Grant for Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Bhagavatam.
jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji ki jai.
Thank you,
Radhe,
Prabhuji,
Radhe.
for the beautiful
Thank
class.
you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful class. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Radhe, Radhe. Radhe,
Nityananda.
Radhe.
See you all tomorrow.
Radhe, Radhe.
Closing the call for today. We'll meet again
Radhe,
tomorrow.
Radhe.
Hare Krishna.